Hey Internet, it is John Bunday, and I am here today with a quick video as a video response to Ollie over at 8BitBoyUK, who has got his first Mega Drive at the age of 40, which, considering I got mine, I think, back when I was like 10, maybe, so yeah, it's about time. And he's asked for some games that he should get. He's already got some, so I'm going to try and find a few that are not the same genres as Ray has, and there are others which, up front I'll do some honourable mentions, which I know have already been recommended, such as Streets of Rage 1. You have Streets of Rage 2, but the first game is definitely worth playing as well. Streets of Rage 3... I mean, if you go back and look at one of my older videos, I talk about the best way to play Streets of Rage 3, which is the Japanese version, but in English. Anyway, okay. And then also is, you have Sonic 1, but also Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles. Sonic 3 and Knuckles is like one of my favourite games of all time, but Sonic 2 definitely has a lot of love, but also if you get Sonic 2, you could use that lock-on technology with Sonic and Knuckles to play Knuckles and Sonic 2, so yeah, honourable mentions there. Okay, now, into my list. So, what a game which anyone who's watched my recent videos will know exactly what I'm about to say and will probably be shocked if I didn't include this list, so I feel like I have to, and that is Quackshot. So, Ollie, you actually had Lucky Dime Caper as part of the Master System Challenges recently, and I mentioned this, and like I said, have videos about it, but if you're looking for a good quality platformer and a Disney game, definitely add this collection. Okay, now next is... So, actually this is a series that I don't really see mentioned often, and I don't believe there was a Master System version, I could be wrong, but and that is Micro Machines. I have here specifically Micro Machines 96, because they did a bunch for the Mega Drive. I've got 1, 2, and 96. I think there was also like a military style one. But the reason why I mention this is that if I open the box, so they did this with definitely 2 and 96. Sadly, my copy of 2 doesn't have this, but it is known as a J-cart, so it actually has 2 extra controller ports so that you could do 4-player, which is awesome. Annoyingly, I borrowed 2 from Blockbuster, which was a J-cart, then I bought it, which wasn't a J-cart. But anyway, this was back in like the late 90s anyway, so yeah, well, about 96, so if you have enough controllers and enough people want to play, you know, 4-player action without needing a multi-tap, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, so what is Micro Machines? So it's a, like I say, a top-down arcade racer, which you're actually playing not on like realistic tracks, but things that you find around the house, like kitchen and all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, worth checking out. Then we have Comic Zone. So yeah, this game came out pretty late, I think, in the Mega Drive's lifespan, but I don't know how well this will come up on the video, especially with the light behind me. But as the title implies, Comic Zone. So you're an artist that gets dragged into his comic, and it is I think it's a good game. The problem is I could never beat this as a kid, and I beat it as an adult via save states, and it's a hard game. It's a beat 'em up, but it's just, I think the graphics, you know, more than make up for it, and it's not a game that you should just kind of like brute force. You should like think about it, but yeah, definitely worth a try. Now, for my last 2 suggestions, I don't actually have the carts of them, but I do own them via the Steam Mega Drive bundle. And the first is one that I did also do a video on a month ago, and that is The Story of Thor, also known as Beyond Odyssey outside of the UK PAL territory, which is a action-adventure game, and it's one that I always see, it always gets bundled up with the Mega Drive games, and I pretty much ignored, but I would always see like either screenshots or see someone talking about it and include the footage. I think, oh, I should give that a try. And I eventually did just before Christmas, and then loved it. I played through it, completed it. So yeah, give it a try, and if the title sounds interesting, then find my old video talking about it. I have some gameplay there. And then the last one is actually a JRPG. I don't know really if you play RPGs much, but so this is Phantasy Star 4. Now, this is a game I would like to own, but it's now stupidly expensive. So the Phantasy Star series is it is like Final Fantasy, but it is more techno fantasy rather than traditional medieval fantasy. And it's set across several planets. But the reason why I'm going for game number 4, so game number 1 is on the Master System, so you may already own that, but 2, 3 and 4 were on the Mega Drive, and 4 is definitely the best game, at least out of the Mega Drive ones. In my opinion, the Master System one is definitely a product of its time, but I actually did play through it and complete it. That was the GBA re-release. But 2 and 3, I never got all the way through, whereas 4, I actually just played through, and it didn't feel like the game was bogging me down and I had to like really grind. You didn't have to waste a lot of time trying to level up to get through it, is what I'm trying to get at. So yeah, but those are my recommendations. I hope you enjoy collecting for the Mega Drive. I know you're not going to go for a complete set, but hopefully I've given you some titles that are worth considering. Okay, take care. Goodbye.